Alright guys, I'm back. As you can see, I'm wearing something different. I got me a jacket on, a different shirt because I ran out of time yesterday, and so it is the next day, the day after. Yesterday I took you down the road, showed you all the concrete blocks and stuff, took you to the clearing. Okay, well today is the next day. The weather's a little different today. It's a little overcast, a little windier, and it's cooler. So we're going to continue on with this little tour here where we left off yesterday. Such a beautiful sight. There's trees and the water, man. Look at the water. So blue and green. We're going to come back to this area here in just a minute. I want to take you back right now to where we were. I want to show you, this used to be the parking lot at the restaurant here. You can see the asphalt pieces. And Hurricane Michael came through here in 2018. I want to show you the damage he caused in the road. You got these chunks of concrete here. You got these chunks of concrete. Then you got asphalt that was just literally ripped apart. The rocks and the asphalt grinding together during the storm. You can see how it just ripped the road apart. It's like rubbing sandpaper against sandpaper. Everything's brown out here right now. I guess it's just that time of the year. Probably in the spring and the summer it would be a lot greener. But in my little nighttime adventure I have with my daughter Mariah, you'll remember correctly that if you saw that video, you saw where I found a flower pot. Now the flower pot is still here. So there's the flower pot. And there's like a window screen. You'll find all kind of debris out here. I feel like I'm in a jungle in the Philippines looking at this stuff. looking down the road here, I don't see anybody parked down there except for me. So I believe I'm the only one here, but you never know. You walk around in the woods, a lot of homeless people can gather up down here. It's a good place for them to hide. Hopefully we won't see any homeless people laying around, but we might. All right, so there's a little opening over there. That's where me and Mariah went the night we was down here. I'm gonna go ahead and take you through there right now, so you can see during the daytime. And I've been down here a couple times by myself since then. Always want to pay attention to your surroundings. I don't want to get taken off guard by anybody. There's a little dip down there. There's the light pole that we saw. Yeah, see, you could get down there and hunker down for the night. I'm always thinking I'm seeing, like, I know they're down here, but I'm always seeing like tarps and stuff down here where people has used them. I'm trying to cover as much as I can in these videos. Here's that fence that I crossed. I'm trying to keep my shadow out of these videos. I don't like seeing my shadow. There's that fence. It kind of goes up and down. Some parts are standing up, some parts are torn down. It opens up back here. That area over there is where the restaurant used to be. You can see a clearing. It's got a bunch of dead weeds and stuff growing up. All that vegetation fried by the winter cold air. I'm gonna ping my location here. All right, we're just a little north of the road by a few yards, about 20 yards, I guess. And we're back here in the little wooded area where the restaurant used to be. Now, where I'm actually standing is actually was where the parking lot was still existed. The parking lot was kind of an L shape, and it came out right through here. And these trees lined the parking lot on the east side. We got a bunch of cedar trees here. There's also a bunch of trash in here too. There's water bottles, more beer bottles. There's like irrigation equipment. When I was here before, I took pictures with my camera on my phone, And to my surprise, I actually recorded some strange stuff on some of the pictures. Had like this energy looking stuff on my pictures. It's like this blue haze in several of my photos. Not all of them, just a few of them. And so that's kind of eerie. I'm gonna take a few more. I'm gonna take a few more pictures and see if I can catch more. Now, along here is the edge of that little swamp and marsh back over here. This is about as far back as I can go before that thick brush starts I was telling you about. And plus it kind of drops down a little bit past these palm trees. This area here has a lot of little scrub bushes with little red berries. But I'm not about to eat those things. And this is where the briar starts. See all these little briars everywhere? All these are briar plants. See, that's some pretty thick stuff. So the trail kind of continues on through there, but I'm not so sure it's worth looking at because of all those briars. I'm going to move along to a different part here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ping this area too, that we know where I'm at. All right, now back where I was going. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Nice pretty wildflowers growing. There's a lot of animal poop back here I've seen. imagine a lot of raccoons are back here. All right, what you see here is a little clearing, and this is where Butler's restaurant actually sat, the restaurant itself. Pretty wide open space. And here's some more garments. Some more rags of some sort. The bugs are still pretty bad, even though it's supposed to be wintertime here. Little gnats and stuff. Before I walk into this area here, I'm gonna check back over here. There's lots of places that one could camp back here. Get out of the way of the open eye. It's just nature reclaiming the land, you know. Man built a restaurant here and took it down, and then nature took over again. See, it keeps going on and on. And we'll get over there. I'll talk about that in a minute too. But this is a nice little clearing. Probably great for a tent. Got some briars here, but a nice tarp will take care of that problem. This palm tree just growing up too tall. Have to remember this spot for future reference. All right, coming out here is there used to be a little shed behind the restaurant. I guess like a utility shed or you know, for maintenance, whatever. But it used to sit over here at the very north corner of the restaurant behind it. And I don't know if you can see them or not, but there's houses over there. That's where Windmark Beach starts. It's a development that happened in the early 2000s, and it's been growing ever since. All right, right here is the northernmost point that I can go, because all those brushes and stuff keep me going any further. And I'm going to ping myself right here. Look at that, how shady that is, how dark it is in there. Very dark, almost like an animal den. I bet somebody's probably sleeping in there at one time. Coming back around, here you can see where the drop-off is. It drops off pretty good back there. Oh look, here's a light pole. And there's the dry bed where the water used to run through there. I'm telling you, we're way back here on this property at this point.